Welcome back to another Crypto Gorilla video. It's the end of the week where we talk about the biggest news stories surrounding brands and VCs entering the space. As usual, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. And if you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button and follow me on Twitter? Now, before we get into NFT news, we have three major stories coming out of China surrounding crypto. The first being that Hong Kong has announced that retail investors will be able to access licensed crypto exchanges. Now, it does seem like they are going to be limited in what they can buy. If we look at this list done by TED Talks Macro on some coins that he's speculating are going to be on this exchange, we could see that these are all top traded coins. You're not going to have any ish coins in this list, but even if it was just one coin, this is still amazing news. Next up, we have a Chinese city launching its very own government-backed metaverse platform. And the third bit of news was tweeted by CZ, showing a CCTV news station airing a bit of news on Hong Kong's regulation coming in June on virtual assets. And here you can see in the trailer, it was pretty funny, they do show the MeBits NFT collection. So while the East is really embracing crypto, and it's not just China who's finally warming up to crypto, all of Asia, you have Korea, you have Japan, they're really going in on Web3. So it's really unfortunate that here in North America, we have the United States, we have Canada really holding its own citizens back on Web3. So I was very happy to see, and I'm Canadian, so it doesn't matter to me who the president is or which side wins, but I was really happy to see Ron DeSantis say that he is pro-crypto, he's going to protect Bitcoin, and he did go as far to say that if Biden wins, he believed Biden would kill crypto. Now, I don't believe this is true, that any one person or even one government can kill Bitcoin, but with some recent announcements out of the whole debt crisis and how they didn't come to a deal because Biden wasn't satisfied with some like tax breaks or whatever that crypto people are going to get, they clearly have an anti-crypto agenda. So it would be great to have a government in place that they don't have to be pro-crypto, but they just have to be open to the idea of the technology actually having benefits beyond like monkey pictures. Next, jumping into NFT and digital collectible news, we have a few brands announcing their own NFT collections. First up, we have a new launch out of WB's Movieverse. Here, they're going to be launching a Superman collection. And if you don't know this, their first drop was the Lord of the Rings drop, which hasn't seemed to have sold out because I can still purchase the standard edition. The Epic edition here did sell out very quickly, but the standard edition is still for sale. Now, while doing my research, I did notice that they had some retweets for Game of Thrones because they were partnered for that drop. For those of you who are unaware, the Game of Thrones drop went pretty horribly. While it did manage to sell out, there was an error in the art and it caused like the hands to be very deformed. And unfortunately, if we check the collection on the secondary market, the floor price is down bad, which is unfortunate because Game of Thrones is a great brand. It would have been really cool to see them have a successful collection. However, while looking at their website, or not their website because it's currently down for maintenance, they're upgrading nifties.com, but I did notice here they mention a bullet train briefcase opening. So as I said, the website's down. I can't verify if this has already dropped and I just missed it. However, if I didn't, it does seem like they are going to have an upcoming drop for the movie Bullet Train, which is that movie starring Brad Pitt. Continuing in brand news, Mercedes has launched their Mercedes-Benz NXT program, which is their long-term commitment to building in Web3 and will be focused on digital art and digital collectibles, which will have three different splits. They're going to have their core collection, which are their own drops, the first of which they mention is coming very soon. Then they're going to have satellite drops, which are going to be smaller scaled and partnered with different artists. It seems like these are only going to be one-time drops. And finally, they're going to have peripheral projects, which are going to be third-party projects where other companies can use the Mercedes-Benz trademark. So I like that Mercedes is showing us they see the value and the future in this technology. I think more and more companies are going to, or should be doing this as we adopt this technology, and especially as AR and VR become more prevalent in our lives. So they definitely need to think of different ways that they can innovate in the space. However, I don't want want to see another drop here where Mercedes just shows up and says, you know, we're Mercedes, we're a luxury brand, so we're going to charge luxury prices. We saw this with Porsche, it did not work. I also don't want to see them just drop random art and say it's by Mercedes, even though the art has nothing to do with Mercedes, and just hope that people are going to YOLO their money at it just because they put their brand on it. We saw this with Audi. While they did manage to sell out the collection, it was a charity drop. It is currently under the mint price. So pretty much every single car brand drop that we've seen has either failed to mint out, completely flop, or is under its mint price, except for the what color is your Bugatti NFT. So again, it's great that they are seeing the value and entering the space, but they're definitely going to be scrutinized for every move they make. Next up, we have a few mints that are currently live for different brands. The first of which is this one by, I guess you could say, Ubisoft. However, it is a Reddit avatar drop. These are completely free to claim. All you have to do is have a Reddit account and open up a vault, which is essentially your very own wallet on Reddit. And then you could select from these different Rabbids, which is a brand by Ubisoft. So I'm going to link that down below. It's entirely free, and hopefully by the time you see this video, you are able to still claim one because they are limited in supply. The second mint that is currently live is going to be the Nike.Swoosh drop for their OF1 boxes, which are selling for roughly $20. Now, it's not available in certain countries, so while I would never tell you to use a VPN if you want to access this, but I do believe you already need to have created a .swoosh account, which were limited. You needed like a code to access this. It took me a really long time to make my account. Now, as for the drop itself, I believe it's just a 3D file of a shoe. It does come in these boxes. There's two different boxes, but I'm not exactly sure what they do. I think it's just a 3D file. Maybe you're going to be able to use it on your clone or different avatars if it's compatible with like on Unreal Engine or whatever. The third brand drop that is currently happening is the Cryptoys Star Wars drop. Now, they did have a rough start to their mint where people were not able to purchase these. However, now things seem to be going smoothly. It has not sold out just yet by the time I'm filming this video. Hopefully, if you want one, by the time you're seeing this, you're able to purchase one. The supply is 30,000, so there are plenty to go around. The price for these is $40, and I'm personally just really interested to see how these perform. You cannot trade them yet on the secondary market, but this is a direct competitor to the VV platform, so always interesting to keep an eye on this stuff. Next up in gaming news, we have this image that has been going around Twitter. I cannot find this on any news article or anything, so it's most likely fake. However, it is not far-fetched to assume that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to have play-to-earn mechanics. I did find this article from 1 year ago claiming that they're exploring crypto and play-to-earn mechanics. It was misleading because here they're only saying there's going to be crypto in the game, but as part of the game world, similar to how they have a stock market in GTA 5 where you can buy stocks, then do missions that change the direction, either make the stock go up or make the stock crash, and you've placed your position so you make money. So similar to how there's a stock market in GTA 5, they are going to have crypto in GTA 6, but again, it's not like you're going to get Bitcoin inside the game. They're going to have a fake crypto. However, this is sparking some conversations on Twitter, and I don't think it's far-fetched that GTA is going to have play to earn mechanics. Plenty of games already have play to earn without it being crypto related. If you look at a game like Roblox, some of their items sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And there's plenty of different ways to make money. If you make a game that a ton of people come to play, you could earn Robux, which can then be exchanged for real world money. So one of the main differences between this and having it be a play to earn game in Web3 is that you have it on the blockchain instead of a system that's just controlled by this company. So everything is out in the open, and if you want, you could take your crypto outside of the game and go trade it on a decentralized exchange. Next up, the Move to Earn app by STEPN, which is a Solana NFT collection, is the first ever blockchain gaming app to integrate Apple Pay into their platform. This is going to allow users to purchase products directly in their app using Apple Pay without the need for a crypto wallet. Now, this does come after the news last week that Axie Infinity finally is allowed on Apple's App Store, which is a massive breakthrough for both Web3 and for gaming. Now, they are still limited to certain countries, specifically in Asia and Latin America. However, I have no doubt that in time, they are going to be globally accepted. Next up, Hape's founder, Digimental, has sold his studio to Vertex Labs for $12 million. Hopefully this takes them one step closer to becoming the go-to destination for the fashionverse. I'm personally not too familiar with Vertex Labs. It does seem like they own their very own fashion-based blockchain. With their own token called CMP, it does seem like you're going to be able to stake your Hape, and then you're going to be able to use the token to purchase clothing for your Hape. And they do also have their very own metaverse called Light Cycle. I'm also not too familiar with this one. However, like I said, hopefully this does take them one step closer to being the main fashion avatar in Web3. I know there's a ton of competition. I get approached quite often by different fashion plays. They all show me how amazing their team is and all the brands that they've worked with. The real trick is getting these brands to partner with you, but I don't think that's the biggest play in Web3, because those brands, they're going to be the winners, right? If Prada or Louis Vuitton or whoever comes in, they're going to want to eventually drop their own collection. So I think the real play, at least in my opinion, is to do what Artifact is doing and have your very own brand, right? Drop your own clothing. So to see Hape drop their own hoodies, their own jackets, and not like merch, drop an actual brand. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, would you kindly hit that subscribe button? Follow me on Twitter. Thank you for watching New Crypto Gorilla. Peace.